Good morning and welcome to another edition of Tim's Vinyl Confessions. It is a Record Expo day in Moncton. First time ever for me. I think the first time for any of us. So Matt's here, my daughter Marley, her friend Shayna. This is Shayna's first appearance on TVC.
Hi guys.
I don't know what to expect, but it should be fun. Hope to run into Jax, maybe some other familiar faces down there, and we'll just kind of document the day and see how it goes. That's how I feel. Okay, so
I'm turning it to watch, which is right. Let's see if we can find.
Was it Lutz the name of one of the orcs? Or that's Lurtz?
What?
Nothing. There was a street by there called Lutz, or L-U-T-Z.
Anywhere you can find out.
So here we are in front of the Crown Plaza. We're just about to go into the Record Expo. We've made it. Let's see how we do.
Let's do it.
Got 400?
Yeah. I love you, JB. Want something else?
What's this?
No, it's not one that I've seen it on TV a million times. I've never seen it online. It's in here. Look, there's a King Crimson another one. So,
Yeah, I don't have this one.
Oh, a guy bought it. The white one, yeah. I'm sorry. It was kind of a white cover. It was a later version. It was like their 6th or 7th album. Yeah.
Oh, that's different. I've never seen this before.
This is
black instead of gray.
It's all classic rock.
It's not enough to make me get it. But
You know
it's
Pink
cool.
Floyd? Thank you.
You get a bag, or is it just? That's Led Zeppelin 4. I've got that one, but I do not have this one or this one. And that's a bootleg.
So we've been here for like 20 minutes and we're already hitting the ATM. So
Service charge. Bound to run into somebody we know here at the Record Expo. Andy Campbell here, also known as Bug. Sporting his TV shirt.
how much are you getting paid for that?
So have you found any?
I got 2 Alcatraz records from this
cool.
fella here with
Big Bay,
Mal's.
yeah. One of them Steve Vai was on.
Yes, and I also got Dio Intermission, which was the only real hole in my Dio collection.
Yeah.
And I got Queensryche, The Warning.
I was gonna say, if you said reach for order, I'd be like,
No.
You didn't see that, did you?
No, I didn't see that. It's on my list as well, so I didn't find it. And but that's it.
Right on.
What I've gotten so
Cool,
far.
man. Good to run into you.
Yeah, you do.
Somewhere over there, there's an Extreme Corner Graffiti. It's a reissue.
30 is good.
30?
Yeah.
Great. And it's not just me that's managing fine stuff today. What do you got there, Matt?
This is an album by White Heat. I always thought they were kind of like a Canadian version of Def Leppard. I had this on cassette way back in the day, and Tim just found this for me.
Yeah. The cover kind of stood out to me a little bit. So yeah,
Pretty happy to find that.
So, Record Expo, Moncton Record Expo, my first for any of us that are here today. This is the man responsible for it, Marty. You may recognize him if you've been to Livewire. Marty, what do you think?
This has been the biggest fair yet. Like, we've got 300 people through the door.
Wow.
And that's why we're moving to the Lions Club. The Lions Club is 8,000 square foot.
Okay.
About at least 80 tables.
The nice thing about it, it is a little crowded, but everybody's very polite, making their way
Well,
through.
the first half hour we cracked 80 people through the door.
Wow.
We've had a blast so far.
So everyone is looking for different stuff, soul, funk, jazz and blues.
Yeah, I've seen people pick things up and I think,
I know.
uh-oh, and then they put it back down. So, okay, they're not looking for what I
And
want.
you don't know, you can find like a $20 Beatles record, but then you'll find it $10 down the line.
Yeah.
But if you don't grab it,
You never know, right? Yeah. Cool. So, what date is? Do you have a date yet for the fall?
it's going to be the October 13th.
October 13th at
The Lions Club.
Moncton Lions Club.
Yeah, that's off Mountain Road, and it's around Domino's Pizza, Rizzler's Meat Shop.
Okay, so you'll have it posted on Facebook and all this.
Kijiji, Blogger, Twitter, plus the Facebook page.
Hope to see you then. Thanks, Marty. Thanks.
All right, what you're about to see now, Matt is about to attempt a backdoor deal. No, not really. We're kind of on our way out, but spotted this while I was talking to Marty right over there.
There's a mint
Led
for
Zeppelin,
bridge over
Rock,
troubled
and
water.
Friends, Record Store Day only single. That's one that evaded Matt on Record Store Day itself, and we're about to find out if he can successfully navigate this transaction and add that single to his collection. What do you think, Matt? Your chances are pretty good.
Pretty good.
Good. Go in there, dig deep, work hard. All right.
Where are you? Like,
I'm in Shayna. Those over there, the Led Zeppelin single. Yes, you want to have one of those? 20 selling.
Another successful transaction.
I almost paid that for them. With taxes, I paid 15. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Well, there you go.
okay. Well, I'll go first. Okay. I got Billy Joel, The Stranger. I got Def Leppard, Pyromania. And I got Rush, Farewell to Kings.
Alright. I got Aerosmith, Permanent Vacation on cassette. Van Halen, 1984 on cassette.
Two cassettes too, right?
Yeah. AC/DC, Highway to Hell. Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic.
Okay, kind of good stuff.
Metallica, Ride the Lightning.
I did find it.
I did. Kiss, Carnival Souls.
Check it out, Will.
And Van Halen, Women and Children First.
Just out of curiosity, Shayna, I want to check something
Inside,
out.
Tim's looking for a poster.
No poster. No. Okay. Very successful haul.
As usual.
Almost to the point of, well, you'll see. I found one very cool find that was even cooler. I found this one, Fleetwood Mac's Greatest Hits. This is an original, or it's not a reissue. This is a Columbia House issue from '88. A lot of the ones you see of this now are reissues, so I figured for $15 it can't be a new one. Alice Cooper Constrictor. I've never had this on record before. This is just a US version. Lace and Whiskey. This is a Canadian issue of this, and Warner Brothers. It's an original one. I got to say, I like the packaging on this better than I like the record itself, but it's Alice, so had to have it. Got some other ones here. One I'm going to save for last here. So, got a few here. REO Speedwagon, you tune piano, but you can't tune a fish. Toto Fahrenheit. Nazareth 2XS, picked this one up. And the first Bad Company album. A couple more. These are the highlights, the rarest things I found. The debut Europe album, which I've never even seen up close on vinyl. I was surprised to see it. It's a Canadian version. It's from '89. It's the reissue. Originally it came out in '83 with a different cover, but that's all right with me. And I passed by this next one once because I thought it was a reissue. Matt passed by it too. I said, you know what? I don't care if it is a reissue. I'm going to get it. It's Extreme Pornography from 1990. And when I looked at this, this is when I knew this is not a reissue. This is an original U.S. edition Pornography.
Just so you know, absolutely kicking myself for not picking that up.
It's
I'm
just,
glad Tim did, though.
luck of the draw. And to cap things off, no trip to be complete. Those big tracks. So I was always happy to get those. Dexter's surprised these. Alice Cooper Killer. That's an old Canadian one. Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy. Canadian version of that. And yes, Yesterdays. So great trip. And Matt got some cool stuff too.
This is an easy find. White Snake's 1987 self-titled album.
So you got a good deal on it.
$12.
Yep, not bad.
Something I never actually found on Record Store Day, the Led Zeppelin reissue single with Rock and Roll. $20, but
Not that much more than it would have been.
and two things that I would have came just for these two things. So this is a Canadian band called White Heat. This is long out of print.
Oh yeah.
I think you heard me call them kind of like a Canadian version of Def Leppard. So,
And they only put out this one album as far as I know.
can't wait to listen to that. Had it on cassette when it originally came out.
And very
Finally, I'm very particular about my Beatles stuff. I really like to find like the older pressings. So here's Revolver. It's a stereo version, $35. Awesome condition. So I'm pretty thrilled about that.
Marley really wanted to go to Spin It. Post Record Expo, post Famous Peppers, Pizza and Fingers, awesome. But let me swing by. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, I'll go first. First and foremost, first thing I picked up was the Rob Trujillo pop figure. That's 3 out of 4 of the Metallica pop figurines. Then I got a few CDs. I got Foo Fighters, There's Nothing Left to Lose, Pearl Jam Versus, and Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. Yeah, very 90s. And then I also get a patch that is Danny DeVito, which is Danny DeVito as a corn chip.
I just got Foreigner, the very best and beyond.
So Matt found some cool stuff. He's behind the camera. The new Stone Temple Pilots record, which is, I believe, self-titled on vinyl, featuring the new singer. And just gonna look at it there. And a couple of DVDs. He's coming here in the summer. We'll see. Sebastian Bach, Forever Wild. This came out in 2004. This could be a lot of fun. And something that is one of the best Kiss documentaries. This talks about their 1996 reunion tour and everything that led up to it. The Second Coming originally came out 1998 on VHS. Here it is on DVD. So there you go, successful stuff. And for me, I wasn't planning on finding much. I found this Alice Cooper Lace and Whiskey. Found the record earlier. This is a really, really old Canadian cassette of that. And what the last Bon Jovi album I'd consider buying, but this is a $30 Korean version of the Keep the Faith album. In my opinion, their last good album. But this is not a reissue. The reissue was $45, so I thought, well, $30. We'll get this one. It has a poster with it, and this is an original 92 version on Mercury, so I'm happy with that. So now we're in front of Frank's Music, and it's winding up our very successful Record Expo day here in Moncton. We're going to head back home. Stopped into Frank's. Each of us got something. I bought the new Miles Goodwin solo album, Miles Goodwin and Friends of the Blues, of course, from April Wine, and I'm going to check that out and see what that's about. I don't normally buy solo projects, but this is probably the closest thing I'm ever going to get to a new April Wine album, so check this out. Shayna got
Girls.
and Marley got a few
Great.
things.
I got a few things. I got the Smiths, Louder Than Bombs. Then for Jack.
Great album, man.
For Jack, I got Aerosmith's self-titled.
Spoiler alert.
And then I got Cliff them all.
The Major Rager.
Major Rager.
So thanks for everybody for watching this this edition of Tim's Final Confessions. Hope you enjoyed it. And Record Expo Day, I would call it a success.
Awesome.